Hey y'all, peace on earth and love and light to you. This is GabrielleEther, and thank you for coming back to my channel. Those of you who have been to my channel before and you're just back, thank you so much for supporting me, or for whatever reason you're here. Thank you for coming, and I just hope that I shed some light onto your situation today. Even if you are new, thank you for being here. So this is a pick a card reading for what's my next step, or what's my next move. So we're gonna see. So this is just in general, anything that you are inquiring about, we're going to see, and we're gonna give these cards a name. Okay, let's name these decks of cards. Okay, and I'm gonna name this one. I had names for these cards, I think I forgot. Okay, Star. This first deck is Star. You could be led to a name or whatever. Maybe you're led to more than one. That would be okay. But this is Star. This is Light. This is Expression. And this is Lover. Star, Light, Expression, and Lover. So, which one are you led to? You can relate to more than one. Pause the video if you need more time, and I'm going to continue to go. We're going to see what your next step should be. So, oh yeah, I created this video. I don't know if I ever done a video like this before or not, but I needed to know what my next step should be. But I did get my answer, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and make it for, maybe there's other people who need, to know this answer too. So I want to go to expression first. Let's see what your next step should be. Okay. Those of you who relate to expression. So you guys know, sometimes I pay attention to the cards are upside down or not. It can mean something negative. In this case, I'm not looking at this. Your next step would definitely bring you blessings, okay? Your next step is divinely guided. If you are new to my channel, you probably already know what forests mean, or if you don't, I say all the time, when I see forest, I always look at it as, I know it's the number for angels and archangels, and when something is just divinely guiding you, saying that, yes, this is your reading. This is a reading for you. This is where you're supposed to be. Wherever you're going in life, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Your next move, your next step. This is what is divinely guided. It's actually what the universe has placed before you. They put you on that path. That's where you are supposed to be. No doubt about it. Don't question that anymore. The universe is saying, we put you here. That's what you're supposed to be. If it seems difficult to you, stick with it, because this would definitely bring you blessings. And this is when I'm talking about something career wise, you guys. I'm talking about your career wise, not just career wise, but destiny wise. Okay, I'm not talking about a relationship. And I want to clear that up, just because it's just what I'm hearing. You sleepy? Hey boo, you sleepy? Come on, lay down. So you guys just saw my baby just came in. It is her bedtime. I was hoping to get this finished, and she is sleepy now. So it's her foot. And you guys, your next step is to prepare, because this next step is going to bring you into who you really are with this fertility and creativity card. Okay, when you're on your way to actually birthing a new you and being a new you, you're going on your spiritual path that's going to bring you into just your destiny. And I was just saying that this is about destiny. This is like a career path, or your destiny walk. And when it comes to that, Spirit is saying your next move is to prepare. So what do you have to do? You guys know your specific situation and why you're here for your next step. So if you are moving, then how do you prepare to move? How would you see that? Okay, I am hearing overwhelmed. Some of you are just overwhelmed. Break this down into pieces, okay? This is the best way how to deal with things when you are overwhelmed. Just say, okay, I know I need to do this. I know I need to do A, B, C, and D. But that's just it, you guys. Make sure it's that. Make sure it's A, B, C, and D. Don't start all doing don't put C before B, Stay, I'm just hearing Spirit saying stay as focused as you can. Stay doing things in order as much as possible. So you know what, you guys, you might be seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 a lot. I see those numbers a lot, or 1, 2, 3 a lot, or number that just goes in like a straight sequence like that. Maybe you do see letters like A, B, C a lot. Maybe you hear that a lot, or 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So even if it's 9, 8, 7, Spirit is saying just stay in order. Don't get off focus. So what do you have to do? Maybe you have a job coming up, or something like that. Spirit is saying like, well, how would you prepare for that? Well, do you have to make sure your children are in another maybe you have to make sure your children are, have a new babysitter, maybe. Maybe you just have to make sure they are straight when it comes to different times or certain like that. Just prepare. That's all Spirit is saying. What you should do for your next step is just prepare for this, because really, I feel like you're kind of stressed about this, but as long as you prepare for this the best way you can, everything is going to go your way. Step out into this, do your very best, and like I was about to say, for this believe card, it seems like here, this might affect it, and I am looking at this in a negative light, since it came out negative. Sometimes, like I said, I turn the right side up, but Spirit is saying in this case, it seems like a lot of you guys are just saying like, I don't know, this situation is kind of unbelievable, so you're lacking faith. So Spirit is saying, as long as you believe in this, as long as you have faith in this, this is definitely work. It's not going to be as hard as you think. Prepare yourself the best way you can, okay? So that's for all of you who are led to expression. And you know what I'm going to go to next? I'm going to go to Star. For those of you who are led to Star, what is your next move? What's the next step that you should take? I'm hearing something about paperwork. Like I was saying, I'm just hearing paperwork. I feel like whatever you're doing, whatever you have to sign for, you will be accepted. So do this for your next step. If you're wondering should you do this or not, yes, go through it with this and do the paperwork necessary. But this is some type of application. I'm saying some type of application. So these two cards are kind of saying the same thing. Just don't let this overwhelm you. Don't let this stress you. When it comes to your next step, make sure your next step is to actually clear your energy and actually listen to your intuition. Your intuition can tell you the next step, okay? Your next step is a positive new beginning for you. No doubt about that. So I feel like some type of way, your next step is going to involve you doing some type of paperwork in some type of way. And you just have to just do it. Is what I'm hearing. Just do it. Whatever this is, just do it. Your next step, first off, your Spirit is saying your next step is to clear your mind so you can channel clearly. And you can hear clearly. That's what you need to do first. Anytime you're confused or overwhelmed, first thing you do before you even come to any video, you guys, just so you can actually hear correctly and be able to pick the right card, you need to just clear your energy out first. That's your next step. And then after that, if you want to know what to do, yeah, I'm just hearing so many of you are just so confused, and some of you are kind of making yourself confused just because you won't take the time out to sit down and say, hey, let me see what's really going on. Don't let this overwhelm you. Don't think that you won't be able to hear spirit for yourself, because you can. Okay? Whatever this is, don't worry about it, because it will be accepted. You just have to do the necessary paperwork. So you have to move from one spot to another. And I don't know what that means for you, but that's what this new beginning is. This is not nothing from the past. This is not nothing old. You're not staying in nothing old. You're not staying on the current path you are now. You're moving to another path. That's why this is saying new beginning. So don't think this is saying like more so start over. Don't, because I don't want some people to say, okay, so this is confirmation that I'm just supposed to be where I'm at now. No, this is saying this is a new beginning. So some type of way, and I guess that's why some of you guys are here, you're going to something new, something fresh, and you're just a little nervous about it, okay? So, hey, that's all well and good, and that's why I am here. It's okay that we get confused sometimes. It's okay that our energy gets a little clustered sometimes. That's why our spirit is saying, hey, just sit down, clear your energy, and refocus, okay? Because this is a positive new beginning for you. Some of you guys want a new beginning, and this is definitely here for you. And I think that your key is going to be some type of paperwork. That's just really the only thing that I'm hearing. And if it's not anything like that, then spirit really just wants you, for your next step needs to be listen to them clearly, and they will tell you, okay? So, and you can do that, like I said, by listening to them clearly. You can do that by just clearing your energy, listen to some meditations. Let's go to light next, okay? Let's go to light next. So, I don't know. I don't want to do light next. I want to do lover. Let's do lover next. I just feel like it's not light's turn yet. Let's do lover. Let's see. What is your next step? Some of you are moving. So, you're moving location. Yep. You're moving, and spirit is saying with this study card, spirit is saying, research this space. Figure out what this is. Figure out where you want to go. That's your next step, is to figure out where you want to go. Okay? Figure out where you want to go, wherever you want to be. Because this is not all about moving literally from one place to another. Because I first heard moving. Yes, you're moving location. You're changing location from one place to another. The spirit is saying study, research where you want to go next. Okay, the place that you really want to be. And this is also like career wise. Okay. When it comes to those of you who were drawn to lover, spirit is saying that figure out what, like what moves you, what drives you, what really, what area of work that you want to go to. That's your next step to figure out right there. That is your next step. Spirit is saying when you get into your next step, you're gonna really bloom. You're gonna really become the person that you are supposed to be. So your next step is to take a risk. This is also what's coming to your next step. With your next step, your next step is going to be risky. Okay, so it's saying risk versus safety. That's what you're basically going to be facing. You're going to be facing, and I'm just seeing two people here, so maybe I'm talking to a Gemini. That's the only reason why I'm just saying that, because of the two people here. So, and then quickly I'm hearing Virgos also. So, But you're gonna have to say, do I want to take the safe way out, or do I want to be risky? And Spirit is saying that this is going to be a risk. Okay, so your next step is to take a risk, is to be less controlling. It seems like that you are a very controlled person, or you try to control your situation sometimes. And sometimes, you guys, when we're controlling, you just simply have to let go of being so controlling, and let go of control, always feeling like that you have to have things a certain kind of way before you do certain things, okay? Because life does not work like that all the time, and sometimes we have to take risks because okay, someone put this in the comment section. How does it go? You only regret the risks that are not taken, the chances that you don't take, or something like that. And it's another one too. It's another one too about risk. Let me know in the comment section. So, hey, I'm not judging you because I'm like this too. And I wasn't drawn to the lover cards, but I'm like this too. You guys, especially as a Taurus, I am so controlling, but I take risk. That's one thing I had to learn, how to take a risk, okay? Like something about the risk is the risk you don't take. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe it was just the one I was just thinking about. I'm trying to think of that quote. Let me know if you know. So, you guys, like I said, this, me and my channel, in ways, I am just trying to help you guys and be as honest as I can, but I cannot judge you guys because I have a lot of these issues and wouldn't be able to talk about them if I didn't, okay? So, yes, controlling can be, doesn't have to be so much of a negative thing. You just really more so of a person that's responsible, really. So you're really just like, okay, well, I have to have things in order, before I do this or that. And in this case, and in one of those cards, I was like, yes, make sure you have a plan, make sure you have things in order, because that's the way that person needs to go. But with you, Spirit is encouraging you more to be more risky, and that is your next step, okay, to whatever you're trying to go. Spirit is moving you somewhere, okay? This is job, this is career wise, this is destination wise, okay? So your next step is to study where it's going to go. Spirit's just encourage you, and you know that you're going to really flourish here and become the person that you are supposed to be here, okay? And yeah, this is something risky, okay? So that is all. And for those of you who are drawn to the last deck, which is light, for those of you who are drawn to light, let's see. So things are definitely changing for you. Oh, I only have one card here? Okay. Things are changing. So some of you guys are very resistant to change. I'm looking at the fact that this card is coming out upside down, which can be a negative. Could just mean that this is a not that you're necessarily being negative. I just look at this as negative. The situation can be negative, and it seems like some of you guys are kind of resistant to change. And I'm saying that because this is a drive card, and the card that that when I see it, sometimes I see it as change, simply because 1 + 4 = 5. 5 is the number for changes. And some of you guys are kind of reluctant to change. The Spirit is saying, let this go. You're not letting this go. Your next step is to figure out how to let go of not willing to change. So this has something to do with partnership. And I'm just looking at how they are. In order to become one, And Spirit wants you guys to come together. Someone has to be willing to change and to let go of the way that they are. And I feel like it's you. Since you're here, you must be the one who knows better. Because even if the other person is just not being a good person, you know better. So Spirit's like, you change and then see if the other person will follow behind you. If they don't follow behind you, hey, then move on. But it seems like the next step that you need to take is to realize that you have to be the one to let go of how reluctant you are to change and compromise for this situation. Yes, and this is for some of you. And once you do this, you're going to become more one with your heart and your mind, your soul. Your relationship is going to come more one. And I feel like in order for this to come together, some of you guys may be moving, maybe wondering, should you move with this person? And Spirit is saying, this will be good for you. And that's one thing you have to let go of. Not willing to maybe want to stay where you at, or maybe you're just thinking that you like this is usually not me. I'm just not usually the one to move in with someone before marriage. And even if this person is not for you, even if the person is not for you, change is good, and this really might help you grow. And I think this is a person for you. Doesn't mean that it'll work out, that it could work out, but I definitely think that this relationship has some potential, and you can actually grow deeper with this person if you're willing to let go of some things and just become a person who's accepting more of change. Yeah, and I really am feeling like this is more of someone trying to. Okay. So, I was about to say, yeah, this is someone who's thinking about moving in with someone. That's just one situation. And someone is just resistant to change just in general. And then, this is what I just heard. Some of you guys need to let go of this relationship. So you know what it is. You know if your relationship is good, if it's going good, and you just wondering what your next step should be when it comes to that, then you know what I'm saying. You know what's really resonating with you. Just don't take the positive one just because that is what you want to hear. Because what you really want is to take the advice that is best for you, so you and the other person won't be wasting your time. So I feel like if your relationship is going good and you're just a little reluctant to change, then change those things that need to be changed. I feel like there could be a possible move for you guys. And then for some guys, I feel like you are bending over backwards. I usually look at this card as so positive and it's so beautiful how they're connecting. That's how I look at it. And now I'm looking at it like some of you guys are just bending over backwards, that you're in pain. I've never looked at this card like that before. Like, it's painful for you to keep going out of your way, trying to change for this person. Spirit is saying, no, not for this one. Let this situation go. Your next step needs to be to leave this person alone. If you live with them, move out of the situation. Because this is causing you too much pain. And I always look at this card, you guys, as positive, as they are connecting. And this light is beautiful. The light that they're bringing together is just connecting them together, and they're just becoming one. That's how I usually look at this card. But now I'm looking at it like you are the one. Even if you are this man, even this is a woman here, but you can be the man that's bending over backwards, trying to help this person that's causing you a great deal of pain. Even if you could be this man right here, even if you are a woman, and you could be the person that's like, you know what, I'm just continue to carry this relationship on, and this person is not willing to do anything. They're not willing to help me, and it seems like I'm just carrying this person. And your next move should be to let this situation go, okay? Because this person is not trying to change. This person is not trying to change, okay, for you. So that is all for that situation. Let me know down in the comment section, you guys, if you enjoyed this reading and if any of this resonated with you. If any of you guys have a question and I don't answer, then I just simply didn't see it. Or, and also if it's something not too rude, that's another reason why I probably won't answer questions. So sometimes people are just being rude, but I probably just didn't see it. Because if you have a question, then I will try my best to answer. So let me know down in the comment section if any of this resonated with you all and how well you like this reading. That is all. Continue to come and grow with me and subscribe. Bye.